Ephemera IPA. This is our take on a steam beer, and it's called Ephemera because before you know it... Oh, you moved the camera! That was a really big mouthful. Your slides unzip.
Oh, why don't you just drink faster? It's called Ephemera because before you know it, you just spill a little bit on your chin, and then it's gone.
Now we're
What
recording.
an idiot! Gosh, you serious?
Oh, look at that.
Take mine?
You wear that shirt a lot.
I don't know.
Did I take yours? I don't know.
You wear that shirt a lot.
Oh, we're recording. Hey.
Hi! What's going on, guys?
Welcome back to the... Hey, you're in front of our sign. You're in front of our sign.
People, okay.
Okay.
We forgot to brand last time, and so since we still didn't brand and didn't wear our shirts, we just put the sign there.
Sign. Peter, what are we drinking today?
This is the Ephemera Steam IPA. We're coining the term Steam IPA because we thought it was fun.
This is a take on a California common steam beer, right?
Yes, just a hopped up version. If we took a steam beer and made an IPA out of it, and Northwestified it.
Look at that.
Yeah.
You are hard.
Diamond. Step out like a diamond.
Quick recipe rundown for this sort of hybrid style that nobody else is really doing but us, and it worked out really well, so we want to share it with you guys.
Yeah, so like we said, we took basically what we would do for a steam beer, but we made it less caramely because we don't like a ton of caramel malts, and we hopped it up.
So what is start with our grain schedule here.
So we have, for a 5-gallon batch, we have 50 pounds of two-row.
For one barrel.
It's
Give them the percentages.
Okay, so we want about 83.3% of two-row, 1.7% of C60, and acid malt. We use acid malt in a lot of our beers to resolve our mash pH and
Recipe in front of our faces right now, probably
Yeah.
9.
We use some Special X to intensify the color and get kind of that orangish hue.
And that's really the main flavor that I'm tasting coming through, because the C60 and the acid malt are very, very small amounts, because this is, so it's, those are having a very small impact on flavor, but the Special X is definitely having an impact because it's a very strong flavored malt.
Yeah, it's
150 Lovibond malt, right?
somewhere around there. Might be more. I don't know. Yeah, around there. But yeah, intensely colored, a really great flavor, but without being so sweet. So it's got a little bit of kind of, I would call it maybe like a biscuit-esqueness to it, sort of raisiny, datey. We went over this in our Doppelbock video. Suggestion. And then we got some corn sugar to dry it out because we put corn sugar in a lot of things to dry things out. Things that make it steamy are we had to use a classic Northern Brewer in that, and that was kind of our late boil edition, one of our late boil editions. But outside of that,
It's working. It's working great.
You got that mintiness, that kind of kind of woodsy minty,
And it plays with the Special X malts really, really nicely. That's I guess the best way to put this beer is that you have that light, delicate, toasty complexity, and then you have a woodsy mintiness of that Northern Brewer that's just like, boom, elevating everything up.
It's a symphony of hop flavors.
Symphony.
Well orchestrated symphony. Entirely on purpose too. We knew all this was going to work. Besides the Northern Brewer, we also used some wakatu. Yeah.
Could be like cockatoo. Then everybody just thinks cocks.
At least 2. And some sriracha Ace, so we've got some waka
Oh,
too.
that's probably what's giving it that little pop at the end then.
Yeah, a little like lemony. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's... Okay, makes sense. Not grassy at all, which is surprising considering the amount of wakatu in there.
Yeah, sometimes you get a little bit of that kind of sazziness off of using
Yeah, it is a saw's daughter, right? Another thing we should talk about, though, is we did do some water chem. About a teaspoon of gypsum and a quarter teaspoon of sodium chloride. Peter, tell us about sodium chloride, because I learned this trick from you. Oh, hang on. We got a guest coming.
See if you can guess the style.
This is Reese Carlson, the owner of English Setter Brewing Company. Link up there. So we're gonna see if you can actually guess this beer right now. Because I know we've told you about it, and
It's 2 styles combined-ish.
I like that.
so much for our branding. All right, so what are your first impressions, Reese?
It has a bitter note to it that I don't feel comes solely from hops. It lingers a little bit longer than I would have expected.
Do you want to see the recipe?
I'd love to see the recipe. There's a lot going on here. I have to say, you got me stumped on this. It's gotta be just like straight up IPA.
All right, so this is the Cable Cars Imperial's California Lager yeast.
Okay.
So And the Northern Brewer should be that was kind of the hint that it is a Steam-esque beer.
Okay.
So yeah, it's sort of anchor steamy. But yeah, you're right. It's an IPA.
It definitely has a lager taste to it. You can definitely differentiate. It's not that classic ale taste that you generally find in this area.
Yep.
So that's the first thing I taste.
Definitely on that, and then we've also kind of been noticing the mintiness from the Northern Brewer, because we added the Northern Brewer as a late addition. That mintiness pushes forward.
Absolutely, yeah.
And then
It gives it a refreshing quality. Especially in this hot weather.
Yeah,
it's a very subtly complex beer is the best way to describe it.
Yeah, you have to definitely get 2 or 3 drinks into it before you're like, okay, I can finally start picking this apart.
Yeah.
I even had somebody describe berry notes in here.
You can see where that was coming from. A little bit of strawberry,
maybe strawberry. Almost like you know what it actually tastes like more so than like a strawberry, as I would say. If I were to put any berry on it, it would be cut. Seen here.
A lychee berry.
No, not a lychee.
A lemon berry. A
Nope.
boysenberry. A tropical berry.
Nope.
A banana.
Nope.
Is a banana a berry?
It's definitely not a berry.
A huckleberry.
Nope. Still not a huckleberry.
A thimbleberry.
Nope.
A
thing,
gooseberry.
actually.
Oh, I know it is.
Not a gooseberry. And they grow them in the swamps.
Blackberry.
And then they flood them.
Raspberries.
And they sell them to ocean spray.
Cranberries.
Yeah! Right before our guest appeared, we were about to go into some water chem, and so we have the tablespoon of, was it teaspoon?
Teaspoon.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, so we have a teaspoon of gypsum and a quarter teaspoon of sodium chloride, and the gypsum makes sense because it ups your sulfates, pushes your hops through a little bit more. But what about the sodium chloride versus calcium chloride here?
A lot of people, when they're doing water chemistry, to balance out their sulfates and chlorides, what they'll do is they'll use calcium chloride.
Which is really common.
I actually like to use some, if not all, sodium chloride because, generally speaking, especially with our water, we have a lot of calcium in our water naturally. There's also calcium in gypsum, and if you use sodium chloride, sodium actually lends a little bit to develop the mouthfeel in the body of the beer as well.
A roundness is how I like to call it.
And it does, similarly to chloride, it actually does push forward malt flavors a little bit too, and so it develops the beer slightly differently instead of just hammering it with a lot of calcium.
But anyway, that is something that I learned from Peter that now you guys know out there.
So try it. Try some sodium chloride instead of just calcium chloride. Anyways, I don't know. Do we have anything else we want to talk about this? Oh, why we did this video in the first place. So we're going to start releasing kind of new, maybe experimental, just kind of telling you guys what we're brewing every single week as a video. We're going to start releasing these, hopefully every week. If we can hold to it, that'd be cool.
It's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work. But the idea is we're going to be releasing these beers every Saturday here, and we're going to be putting them on sale for until the keg blows. Which, if it's a 5-gallon keg, it's going to probably go pretty fast. And so we'll release them in tandem with YouTube video. You can watch our YouTube channel, find out about the beer, and then come in here and drink the beer if you're in Spokane. If you're not in Spokane,
Tough luck.
yeah, SOL. Make a trip.
Yeah, make your own.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's worth it for a beer, but still come up and visit us.
Well, you can make it yourself.
Yes, that's true.
could make it
that would be the best way to do it.
And then drink it on a Saturday, and then just let us know. Yeah, because recipe.
If you do happen to make a trip to Spokane, not only visit us, but also visit English Setter, which is only a mile or two
Yeah, it's only about a mile down the road. So.
down the road from us.
And we'll put a link to their social media in the description below.
I'm sure they will also be cross-posting awesomeness.
Awesomeness.
Yeah. Woo!
Until next time on Genus Brewing.
Like, subscribe, comment, ring the bell for notifications. Tell somebody that you're cool.
Just keep watching videos. Come on.
And we'll see you next time on Genus Brewing. I guess we already cheers.
You're the only one that's not finished drinking.
I mean, mine was smaller, but
You have that problem a lot?
yeah.
It's alright. Okay, take 2.
I can't just keep chugging over here. I didn't even know what you're. That's really good beer. That was good. All right, let's do the actual. Let's just set up. I put the thing in the back. Hand in my hand and my pocket full of soap. I can tell you there's no way we couldn't sew.
Oh, we're actually setting up. You're not going to do a second take.
No, we're doing it. I'm not gonna keep turning beer. Don't that.
Cut. In future episodes for when we do blind tastings at Steady Flow Growler House that has over 40 taps, on hand at any time. And
Oh, we were totally gonna do those videos.
and
Yeah.
we have to play the game where we get random beer and have to guess what beer it is.